what is going on behind the scenes? Okay, something you probably don't know about that needs to be brought to your attention for whatever reason. That's what we're here to figure out. We have 3 piles. Pile 1 is the vanilla. Pile 2 is the celapanto. Did I say that backwards? Palo Santo. Oh my god. Pile 3 is the candle. You can choose more than one pile if drawn to it. Just keep in mind, this is a collective general reading, so use your discernment. If you would like a personal, information to book with me is in the description box. You can also follow me on other platforms. Hey Angel Cake, hey Nisa, hey Danielle. Make sure you guys subscribe and turn on that notification bell. Don't miss when I'm on live doing $11 mini readings. So you guys are asking me to help you pick. I will help you pick. Nisa, 1, 2, or 3? 1 with a little bit of 3. What's up, bulls? I've missed you all. I normally don't post on Sundays, but you know, I've been kind of bored recently. I've been bored, okay? And I deleted some of my social medias, like my Facebook and stuff like that, just because I'm like, I don't even want to look at this anymore. My passion for doing readings is coming back. It's more fun to me again now. Danielle, 1, 2, or 3? I want to say you're 3. Angel Cake, 1, 2, or 3? 1, 2, or 3? 1 and a little bit of 2. Hey Nikki. Nikki, 1, 2, or 3? You are 2. You're welcome, everyone. You said Facebook is thrown off nowadays. It gives access to you from people you want nothing to do with. Exactly. And it's just so negative. I don't know what's up with my algorithm on Facebook. It's just so negative. And for some reason, people like to come for me on Facebook more than any other app. They only want to comment when they disagree with me. They want to start arguments for no reason. They just want to, you know, monitor me and not like nothing. It's just weird energy on there. So I'm taking a little break from Facebook. And also, I was kind of looking at it as a distraction. Like, I could be doing more beneficial things with my life than scrolling on Facebook. If that makes sense. Like, I need to get into posting content more in my free time and like doing beneficial things instead of just scrolling. So I don't know, maybe some of y'all are in the same energy as me since y'all are my collective. Anyways, let's get on into this reading, okay? I'm to the point where I don't even want to show my face outside of town until I hit my goals. I'm like, I kind of just want to ghost and pop up in a few months when I feel more confident, when I feel like myself fully again, you know? So maybe some of y'all are in that same energy. All right, let's see. Pile 1. I forgot to do my protection. Let's do that. Thank you, Spirit. All right, pile 1. What's going on behind the scenes? Isn't that the truth? Facebook will show you that your ex made an account under a different name following bitches he told you not to worry about. Or you'll all of a sudden see that his ex made a new page and he went back to his ex after y'all broke up and that he told you not to worry about. Yeah, fuck Facebook. Anyways, pile 1. Pile 1. What's going on behind the scenes? What's going on behind the scenes for pile one? I'm hearing that Nicki Minaj song. The night is still young. The night is still young. What's going on behind the scenes? Someone could try to find a new way of communicating with you. Especially if you're having conflict with someone. You block someone. You are just not answering someone. Maybe you're like me. Maybe you deleted your social media. Anyways, someone's trying to find a new way to get in contact with you. Or this is what they're planning on doing. They may not have done it yet. Okay. We'll get more information on who this person could be. I do know it's someone you had conflict with, though. And it's someone that's in the devil energy. But it's interesting because the angel's right by it. So I feel like they're literally like, 1 minute, they're a menace. The next minute, they're an angel. They're like a Sour Patch Kid, this person. Like, they're very nice 1 minute. They're like the perfect person you asked for. The perfect friend, the perfect lover you could have asked for. And then they're like the worst thing ever. And they're like your nightmare. And it's like they keep going back and forth between these two energies. Right? Maybe they really are half angel, half demon. This person may be battling with addictions. Maybe they are a good soul, but their addictions make them a person that is not the best person. Okay, we had 2 come out. You guys don't know it yet, but you're about to have a few suitors come in for you. This is about public recognition. So this is suitors coming up to you in public, complimenting you, you meeting new people out and about that romantically want a shot with you or are going to shoot their shot with you. This is getting ready to happen. Okay, this, I feel like has not really happened yet. But this is something that's being prepared to happen. Let's see why this is. I think Spirit wants you to start meeting people a new way. Like if you've always met people through dating websites or social media, or you always met people like a certain way. You always met people at bars or clubs and it just was never working out. This is like a new way of meeting people in the public. And that maybe it'll attract a different type of people towards you romantically, you know? What's going on behind the scenes? You guys, if you are the type that is like a content creator, you could be coming up with new creative ideas. Maybe not even content creator. Maybe you're an artist. Maybe you're a musician. Maybe you're a damn cook. And you're going to come up with new creative meals. Whatever it is. Okay, apply it to how it resonates for you. Maybe you do hair. You have new creative ways of doing hair or nails. It's that type of vibe as well. Yeah, there's some people that want to reconcile with you. But let's get some more information on this. Because I don't know if they want to reconcile for the right reasons or not. feel like you're supposed to be meeting new people. New people are getting ready to come into your life because you want to be a new person. You're tired of the same experiences, the same people, the same cycles. And so new people are getting ready to come in. So while these new people are getting ready to come in, these past people are holding on for dear life, trying to make sure they don't get replaced. So think wisely before letting people in. And you know what's crazy? I was just watching some videos on Machiavelli, and that might be something this pile wants to do, especially if you're the type that is normally really kind, really empathic, and you've just been getting walked all over. You need to study Machiavelli, because in that video, and I feel guided to tell this pile, is he says to be detached from your emotions. He's not telling you to be emotionless and not care about people and stuff, but detach from it. Your emotions are not you. So detach from that. Because if you're going around giving your enemies second chances, you're going to ruin your own life. And you can't even blame them at this point, because you're being too kind. You're being too easily forgivable, too easily understanding. And that's a weakness, guys. That's a weakness. So I think you guys are kind of needing to know that maybe you need to be more, not that you have to be more mean, but you have to know when to not be kind and understanding. You got to know when to show people a different side of you, okay? Because if not, they're going to take your kindness for weakness and walk all over you. So I kind of feel like you guys are being guided to be like that towards these people in the past. They need to have consequences for their actions towards you. What's going on behind the scenes? What's going on behind the scenes? You do have a new lover coming in, guys. You do have a new love getting ready to come in. It's funny because it's 1-1. You guys could be seeing 1s or 11s. 11-11. When is this person going to come in? Let's get a time estimate. How many months? Let's ask. I'm going to say how many weeks. How many months until this person comes in? Okay, about 8 months. You could meet a new lover. And that could be sooner. I think that's just because that's how long it will take you to kind of work on yourself and change a little bit and kind of fully become the best version of yourself to attract this person. But, you know, it could be less than this. This is just an estimate. Yeah, however long it takes you to change fully. So what's going on behind the scenes is like you're changing, but it's not going to be an overnight process. Okay, this is going to take some work to reprogram your mind, to kind of reinvent yourself. It could take some months to figure out who your higher self is, you know. But don't pay too much attention to that estimate, because like I said, it can be shorter than that. Let's pull some cards from the box. Parallel universe. So this is gonna get interesting. I love you. Parallel universe. I love you. What is this about? It's funny because this says career, car. I want a brand new house. I want a brand new car. I want it, so I'm gonna go get it. I want it, so I'm gonna go get it. Hearing that song speaking to me. Grow in love. So let me say this. You're about to jump into another parallel universe, another reality where you look at love differently. You don't go for the intensity and like, oh, love at first sight, or you're not going off of looks. You are going off of traits that you're looking for, and you're going to end up growing in love over time. That's what's going to happen. It does say the Great Depression, Earth sign. Lost custody. Ooh. I don't think this is talking about you. I think this is talking about somebody else. An Earth sign could be losing custody of their child or children and going through a depression. An Earth sign in your life that you may know. This person could have bipolar depression. Interrupted. Ooh. You guys, if you're the ones trying to get custody of your kids and trying to get somebody else out of custody, or you know someone that's trying to do that, it's going to get interrupted before they get full custody. In what way will this get interrupted? It says attitude. Turn on. Don't overthink. Somebody could start seeing the potential in this person and decide, you know what, I don't want to get full custody. I want to give them another chance. And you know what? This could be a bad thing, because remember what I was telling you? To not really forgive enemies like that. So this is going to bite them in the ass. Or if you're the one that's going to second guess getting full custody, it's going to bite you in the ass. You want to get this custody, or this person needs to get this custody. Maybe that's their own lesson they need to learn. Right? Okay. I think a lot of you chose another pile. There could be some work drama about to appear in some way. Someone's trying to hold something against you at work. This will be an eye-opener for you. This person's a know-it-all who's trying to hold something against you at work. Pressure. Okay, tell me about this person. They have beach vibes. Maybe they like the beach, or they have like a surfer kind of vibe to them, or something like that. This person's jealous of you at work, and they think they're a know-it-all. So this is one of those people where you need to show your dark side, because if they think you're all love and light, they think you're all kill them with kindness, they're gonna keep trying you. You need to put some respect on your name with this person at work. Put some respect on my name. Put some respect on my name. And you can do that. You could put respect on your name without going crazy and crashing out. You could do it in a respectful way. You know what I'm saying? Or a professional way, I should say. Like, don't look crazy and embarrass yourself, but put some respect on your name. Okay, Padawan? Thanks for watching. Let's go to the second pile. Palo Santo. What's going on behind the scenes for pile 2? Oh my god, I'm stepping on stuff over here. Let's move that out of the way. Okay. Pile 2. What is going on behind the scenes? Oh, the Magician in reverse. This is manipulation. This is lack of confidence, and this is narcissism. Okay. Before I speak too soon. Let me pull another card. What's going on behind the scenes? For pile 2. I'm working, bitch. Ain't got no time for dick. You wish you could. I forgot the rest of the lyrics. You wish you could sway my attention. That's how it goes. Too tired to entertain little boys. I'm the boss of my business. That song's coming to mind. That's by Ashniko, by the way. Someone, yeah, look. You're trying to work on yourself. You're trying to work on your career. You're trying to work on your life. Someone, or if this is what you're about to do, someone wants you to be not confident. They want to delay this for you. They want to slow your life down. They want you to go backwards. They don't want you to grow, basically. Look at that. Okay? They know you have some type of untapped talents that you could tap into. So I feel like it is a lover because this card could represent marriage and stuff like that right here. So it could be a lover. If you're not in a relationship, this could be like a potential lover that maybe has not dropped their mask yet. Okay? If you're completely single, this could be someone that comes in. You got to take it how it resonates. It is general messages. If you're in a relationship, it's talking about the current relationship you are in, this person. It's talking about this person you're in a relationship with, okay? Look at that. This person is spiritually poor, okay? And this doesn't make sense that you're even dealing with this person. You're on a spiritual path. They are not aligned with you, is what it feels like. That's the weird part of this. They don't agree. It's one thing to date someone that's a different religion or belief system with you, but they accept you. This person does not accept you, and they do not want you to grow spiritually. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, you could date someone that's a different religion as you if they accept you and they let you be you. This person does not accept you for being spiritual. They want you to go backwards. They want you to lose your spiritual faith, your spiritual ties or whatever. They don't like it. They don't like your spiritual path for whatever reason. I feel like because they want a little more power and like they feel like you have more power with this. Let's see here. Yeah, they don't want you to heal. They don't need to heal. They don't want you to be on your purpose. They don't want you to have good fortune. This is pile 2. Okay, I dropped a card. Let's see. Limited success or rewards. Work without results. So they want you to not see any results in your work on yourself, in your work on your spirituality, in your work in your career. They don't want you to see results. They want you to stay in the same spot. They want to distract you. They know they're distracting you. But the thing is, collective, they can only do this if you let them. But that's the thing. They feel like you've been letting them. So they feel like they have some type of control over you, which means like they're seeing themselves as the prize. They feel like they're above you. They feel like, oh, I got pile 2 right where I want them. They love me. They take care of me. They do all this for me. They put me above their self. That's how they feel. They feel like you put them above yourself. So now they think they're the prize and like you're a peasant. That's the simplest way I could say that. Sorry if that was rude. And maybe that is what you do, pile 2. Maybe you don't realize it and you need to stop doing that. Like you have plans and you put your plans on the back burner for this person. You were going to go to the gym today, but you know, they needed a ride, so you canceled going to the gym today to help them out. I'm just giving you examples. It doesn't have to be that exact scenario, right? But some of you came from pile 1 as well. They're secretly in competition with you. This is the weirdest thing ever. That someone you're dating or was dating is in competition with you. But this is also about maintaining control. They want this control over you. I don't know if at one point you were like chasing this person, but you made a mistake doing that. Because if you chase this person at some point, it made them think that like they're better. Look, this person wants to be non-committal. Even if they gave you a ring, even if they said they wanted to marry you, it doesn't matter. They changed their mind. Something happened to where they stopped liking you. They stopped respecting you. And they just see you as someone that will always take them back and that they can control. And I think it's because they know you put them first and they feel like that destroyed your confidence. That you were putting them first, like eventually, slowly, right? I was getting some messages and then I lost it so quickly. It feels like this person is also to the point where they want something new now. Like they're getting bored. They feel like they got you right where they want you. You're too predictable now. So this is exactly where you need a pullback, pile 2. They got too comfortable with you. Let's pull some cards from the box. How about that? This person could be broke. So why are you dealing with this person anyway? They're broke. If not financially, then like I said, spiritually. Spirit says let karma happen to this person. Don't save them from their own karma. Practice your gifts. Practice your spiritual gifts because they've been getting in the way of you practicing your spiritual gifts. Your psychic abilities, your magic, your manifesting. You could feel like this person's hard to let go. But like, or if you've already let them go, like you keep thinking about them, just stop thinking. You're thinking too much. Like, control your thoughts a little more. Your thoughts are not you. Okay? Your thoughts are not you. Don't hold on to the thoughts. Just let them pass and start thinking about something else. Maybe you've already been starting to do that. Because if you notice, if you start thinking certain thoughts you start getting certain feelings. So if you don't think about certain things, you don't get those thoughts. You don't get those feelings. I mean, yeah, this person is narcissistic. Doesn't mean they're a full-on narcissist, but they are narcissistic, and it could be because they're an addict. I heard this saying that not every narcissist is an addict, but every addict is a narcissist. While they're in active addiction. When they're clean, they could be totally different, but while in active addiction, they are narcissistic. So, and I could tell you that from experience. My brother's an addict. Both my parents are alcoholics. When my brother is sober, he's a sweetheart. When he's an addict, he is a complete narcissist. He does not care about anyone but himself. So I could tell you this through experience, that this is true. So let's see. Anything else wants to come out for pile 2? Maybe they had a relapse moment that you don't know about. Maybe they had a secret addiction you don't know about. Pile 2. This person that it's talking about. But Spirit is saying, see this from a higher perspective. It is what it is. Simple. Just accept it for what it is. Accept them for who they are. Don't try to change them. They got to change themselves. We all have to save ourselves. We cannot save no one but ourselves. And they have to do the same. You could be wanting some type of closure. This is your closure. Right here. You don't need it from them. I'm giving you the closure. This person could just want a house. They could just want a house with somebody. And they felt like you could have been someone that they could have, even if they did love you at one point, it feels like they stopped respecting you, and like they see you as someone that can build them up. You know what I mean? Like you could build them up, and which is weird because that's not how that should work. Is there any other messages? Yeah, okay. Caution. So you need to be aware of this person. You need to stand your ground. Because they could try to gaslight you. They could try to apologize to you. They could try to love bomb you. And you need to still stand your ground. If they say sorry, they need to prove they're sorry. They don't just get to give you flowers and say sorry. You need to see that change behavior consistently. You need to fall back, pile 2. I think you should probably cut this person off, but if you do decide to take them back, at least do that. Okay? And you know, the Palo Santo is about positive energy. You need some positive energy in your life. This person's not that. They're not positive. They're negative. They're pessimistic. And if you're sleeping with this person and you're trying to get a higher vibration, a higher frequency, guess what? They're dragging you down back into that lower dimension. Right? Because they don't want to grow spiritually, emotionally. They want you to stay where they're at in that same frequency as them. So they don't want to grow. They just want someone to enable them and be in that low vibration with them, and someone that they can build their life off of, if that makes sense. So that's a no. Thanks for joining pile 2. Thanks for the likes. Make sure you subscribe. Okay, pile 2. Let me know in the comments how you guys are finding me. How are you finding my channel? Let me know down in the comments. Okay, pile 3. Pile 3. Thanks for the energy exchange. Thanks for the likes you're giving. Thanks for the subscribes. Okay. I think all these piles are just super intense today. Maybe you're meant to watch all 3 bottles for some of y'all. Okay, first off, pile 3, you need to follow your intuition. Intuition. If you need to set a boundary with someone or cut someone off, whether it's a friend, whether it's a family member, whether it's a lover or a love interest, you need to follow your intuition. Maybe it's more than one person. What's happening behind the scenes? What's happening behind the scenes? We got 2 cards that came out. Give me a second to read this energy. Sometimes I see different things on the cards than the definitions. So Spirit, explain what this is. Explain what this is. Okay, you know what I'm getting to. I'm getting a different message. Someone has feelings for you and they feel like you're not over yet. This could be someone you friend zoned. Or you're like, you know what, this isn't working, but like, let's still talk. Let's still be friends. It's like you put them in that type of zone. Maybe you're like, could have been one of those situations where like you were friends before and then you started kind of being more than friends and you were just like, I don't think this is really working. I don't think I'm getting what I want. So you fell apart. This person could be coming back in your life, or they already did. This person does have feelings for you still. They feel like something's not over yet. And maybe, you know, maybe some of you left them on social media, or like you somehow kept in contact with them every now and then. Maybe it's one of those things where y'all hooked up, but you didn't take them serious. Let's see about this person. I don't know why these type of messages are wanting to come out, and maybe that's true. Maybe they weren't able to give you what you want. It kind of feels like this person was childish, like they haven't grown up mentally yet or emotionally. But you know, the thing is, this person could be attractive, and so they're used to it being the other way around, where people are chasing them, putting in effort for them, and you're the opposite of that. But they don't know how to handle that. But they kind of like it. It's a challenge, but they don't know how to handle that. This reminds me of one of those people that never give you money like that or buy you things like that, but they want to call you a gold digger. This reminds me of that type of person. I'm just giving you an example. It doesn't have to be exactly that, but it's like they could think you're using them, and so that's why they're not putting in effort. But it's like, using you for what? Like, what do you really even have? You know what I mean? Maybe they're having money issues. Because look, saving money, scarcity. So they could be having scarce money, having to hold on to their money, not having too much extra to spend. Yeah, look, this is someone you friend zoned. I don't know, maybe for some of you, you went to the same school as this person. That's not for everyone. I feel like you guys have similar friends, mutual friends or something like that, a little bit, or like you guys know of the same people, something like that. So either this person is already back in your life or they're about to come back in soon. Okay, and this is like what's on their minds, what they're thinking, this is what they're feeling, this is their energy. This person is a free spirit, and it feels like they don't really want to be like completely tied down, but they're seeing you as someone that matches their energy because you're not wanting to commit to them. They feel like you're matching their energy and you're something that they would want. This is giving me like they could be Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Venus, Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Venus, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Venus. They're giving me that type of vibe. Like, you know how those non-committal kind of signs can be, you know. I wanna be a lover. Maybe they didn't admit this to you. Maybe they're playing it cool, guys. If they came back in your life and y'all are just friends, they're playing it cool and they're not letting you know that they still have these feelings for you. Okay, they could be playing it cool. Or this is how they could be when they come back in. They're viewing you different than they viewed you before for some reason. Like I said, they could have viewed you as someone that like was trying to use them for something, even though you weren't. Now they're not viewing you like that. Now they're like kind of viewing you in a different light. Maybe they had some time to think, reflect, or observe. They're seeing you as someone that has made progress in their life and that is changing for the better now. Like you're expanding. You seem deeper than they thought you were. It's like they thought you were like superficial, surface level or something, and now they're seeing you as someone more deep that they need to figure out. They need to explore. Yeah, it feels like they're seeing you for more so who you are now instead of what they projected you to be. Okay. This person's bugging out, but they're not showing it. They're very nonchalant. They appear nonchalant. They realize your worth too late. They always had some type of feelings for you. They never moved on from you. But they didn't realize your worth is to an extent as they do now because, you know, they were viewing you not so good before. Like you were trying to use them. Yeah, they don't get you. They don't get it. They're like confused. They feel like you don't want to have sex with them. Like you're turned off from sex. They're confused. They're like, you don't want to sleep with me? You don't want to be friends with benefit? You don't want nothing from me? They're taking this as like rejection. They're like, all right, whatever you want. You don't want that? Okay. Let's see. Your spell is working. I don't necessarily think that y'all put a spell on this person, but you know what I think this is that you manifested someone that would love you for you, and I think it's this person. Maybe you weren't specific enough with your manifestation. This person is an answered manifestation. Someone you prayed for or someone you manifested. Yeah, this person's still crushing on you for sure. Could like to get crossfaded. They could want to get crossfaded with you. They're normally a heartbreaker though to everyone else. Like they've broken a lot of hearts, but you're the one that like kind of broke their heart. But it's almost like they like it. You guys could have drifted away before in the past, but you always find your way back to each other type of vibe. This person likes, they want to talk it out. See, and you know, it's funny because, like I said, they could be a Gemini or Aquarius, like an air sign where they like to talk. If that's not their sun or moon, it's their Venus. They like to talk. They like to talk about things. That's why they like you so much, because they vibe with the way you guys communicate with each other. You stimulate their mind. They have very confused feelings right now. They don't know what to do. They like your new reputation, the new way you present yourself. But is this person dealing with somebody else? That's what I want to know. You don't want to know. I said that's what I want to know. Spirit said I don't want to know. They could have a lot of friends. I could tell you that. They almost give me extrovert vibes. Is this person dealing with somebody else? Are they in a relationship? No. And if they are, you know what you got to ask this person? Does anyone think they're in a relationship with you? Because if you ask them, are you in a relationship? They're going to tell you, no, I'm not in a relationship. So you got to ask this person, does anyone think they're in a relationship with you? And see their answer to that. Okay? This person likes a lot of space and stuff like that. They could have a fun career. They like a lot of space. So that's the thing, is that if you were to date this person, you wouldn't be getting much time with them. So it's like, that's not something you fully want. It's like, you don't get much time with them and stuff. But it's like, at the same time, they give you that space to grow and like have your own life. So that's good too. But it's like, how do you ever get close to them when you only see them a couple times a week? Let me think. This person likes a lot of space. I'm telling you, they got mad fire and air in their chart, where they like to have time to do other things. They like to have time to do sports or go to the gym and hang out with friends and go to this place and go to that place. They like to party. They like to party still. Like I said, they haven't grown up yet. You'll be back. And maybe that's why you didn't want anything with them. Because yes, maybe they do have you on a pedestal. They like you a lot. They love you a lot. But they're still very childish, where you can feel like they're putting their friends before you. They're putting their party life before you. They're putting things before you. It's how you could have been feeling. I don't know if this would change. New person. I think you're going to have another new person come in plus this person. And you should date them both. Because you guys, if you're single, it's okay to date more than one person. I'm not saying sleep with them. I'm saying date them. I think that will give you the emotional satisfaction you're looking for without getting you too attached. You could get one thing out of this person, one thing out of that person, and then feel more content. Okay? They don't have to know this either. This person would be loyal. Okay, yeah, that's the advice there, is to date this person and the other person that's coming in. Some other people, just go on dates still. But I wouldn't sleep with them until you feel like you're getting more effort. They need to put in that effort. They need to chase a little more. Okay, I hope this helped you, pile 3. Interesting read. I don't know why all love kind of wanted to come out. I guess that's what needed to be said. Thanks for liking the video. Thanks for subscribing. See you guys next reading. Bye. Oh, thank you, Fairy Godmother. I love you. I might be back on later, guys, because like I said, I've been bored. So have that notification bell on. Bye.